Update by Sheldan Nidle for the Spiritual Hierarchy and the Galactic Federation, November 29, 2011. Dratzo. We return with lots to discuss with you. Several events are ready to happen which will catapult your world toward a new reality. At present you are watching a number of situations which point toward the coming collapse of your global setup. Furthermore, these social structures are set to evolve out of all recognition. For example, regime change today has assumed a whole new dimension. Formerly, those who took down a despot would, in time, revert to what they had so idealistically intended to replace. Now, however, those who have replaced the deposed are quickly discovering that the people are not willing to sit back and let the old ways return. Now there is a sustained effort to keep the new rulership on track and instituting the reforms promised. This focus and determination demonstrates the difference in today's uprisings versus those of yesteryear. The new ingredient that is demolishing the age-old syndrome of tyranny is your rise in consciousness, which makes it impossible for those recently brought to power to veer from the course that the people have set for them. What we are saying is that your change in consciousness is indelibly altering the way even present societies function. Your kleptocracies are no longer able to obtain the degree of respect they formerly commanded, and there is rapidly spreading irritation with the way your societies and their respective governments are controlled. This perceived unacceptability is the thin end of a very thick wedge. A realization has taken root in your societies which can no longer tolerate the overt, unbridled crassness that passes for governance, and people everywhere deeply desire a wholly new prototype. Moreover, this longing is seeping into the minds of those who serve as minions for the ruling special interests. This creates a quandary that greatly troubles all your governments: how to survive in such widespread and growing unrest. This question hangs in the air and is a clear indication of the import of what is happening around your globe. The center of your reality truly can no longer hold together. In these unprecedented circumstances, the need to revolutionize the rules of the game becomes a prime requisite, and it is just such a set of new rules that is taking shape within the plans of our Earth allies and, especially, of the many secret sacred societies of your world. They include a new system of governance and a prosperity-oriented new economic system. At the root of all this is a growing awareness of spirituality. The peoples of your world will no longer be deceived and lied to. There is a deep need for honesty and integrity, and a transparent and meaningful interaction between government and its citizens. No other scenario will work. This time of transition is approaching, the moment for the new prototypes to be revealed. Our Earth allies have everything prepared and are ready to run them up the proverbial flagpole, concurrent with the vast abundance programs which are on course to be delivered to you. These things are all part of a series of spiritually based procedures that are to terminate the power of your dark cabal. A key component in all this is, of course, disclosure. As you see the new ways take hold, you will find your outlook on many things expanding, including your view of the universe and your place in it. Consciousness creates curiosity and openness, which begets a need to redefine basic perspectives on just about everything. Our task here is to begin an open and frank dialogue with you to answer all your questions, which will lead eventually to your next divine transition, your return to full consciousness. Under the auspices of heaven, we have been waiting for the right divine time to reveal our benevolent existence to you, and now the point has been reached for a general worldwide disclosure. This requires some down-to-earth, practical activities on our part, beginning with the briefing of all your new caretaker governments on how to proceed once they obtain power. It is vital that disclosure be done in a way that permits us to gently introduce our presence and our technology to you with the least kerfuffle possible. Blessings. We are your ascended masters. Over the last 2 decades your world has been caught in a struggle between those who wish to free you from your dark shackles and those who are determined to keep you enslaved. We have watched over this battle and intervened many times on the side of the light. To counter the stalemate, a number of legal issues were brought before the International Court and the light won easily. Despite these victories, the light lacked the means, until recently, to carry through these rulings. Over the past months, permission for military action against the dark secret bases opened the way to achieve a just triumph for you. What is prolonging this final quick shove through to victory are some last-minute negotiations between white hat military and those who remain willing to support the dark's illicit cause. We are resolving this issue by use of certain strategies that will take effect in the very near future. The key negotiators in this matter are of course the Agarthans, and their liaison officers have spent the past few weeks sorting out these difficulties. Agreements are close at hand, and once accomplished, the final approved scenario can be carried to completion. We fully expect this shove to happen by year's end. The United States administration is doing all it can to stop or at least delay this final action, but the Galactic Federation assures us that if all else fails and this final action does not go as planned, then they will take over and finish the job. Naturally, just how they intend to do this is to remain a secret until these actions are required. Until then, we await the outcome of the current exchange between the various military commanders. Heaven and we are united in sending blessings for a positive outcome. The results are to be known to all as a result of what happens in the very near future. The energies that are transforming your reality grid have a divine time schedule. The dark, engulfed in its arrogance, cannot fully believe that its demise is not only certain but on the horizon. Those in control of the dark governments continue to plot a dark takeover of your world, even though their time is up. That is why we applaud the actions of the Galactic Federation and of Agartha to intervene here and force the issue. First contact is inside and getting closer by the day, and our own work is just beginning. Once we can openly interact with you, a brand new day dawns for Earth. Your rapidly rising consciousness now requires some guidance, and there is so much for you to learn in what is to be a very short time. We know that when we meet, miracles will happen everywhere. Today, we informed you about the recent strides made on your world. A new resolve is showing up in you, which is to force the Dark Ones to agree to concessions that formerly would have been unthinkable. This alarms them, but has not yet compelled their capitulation. This is just around the corner. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Salamat Gajan. Salamat Yah. Syrian for B1. And be enjoy.